Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for having me along. I guess I'm engaging with peace building and the arts in a quite a different way from the speakers that we've heard so far. I am, as you said, the coordinator of peace builders in primary schools.
You can.
The program name, can everybody hear me all right? Can I just see some thumbs if you can hear me all right?
Yes, we can hear you, Fiona.
Great. So the program is called Cooperative Games and Conflict Resolution for Primary Schools, and we're based in Edinburgh. And also, as you said, I'm a theatre maker, puppeteer, and circus performer as well. So for the past 5 years, our Peace Building in Schools project has been running in state primary schools across Edinburgh. We work with these primary schools with a programme of cooperative games and activities to help children develop skills in managing their emotions, developing empathy, problem solving and conflict resolution. And this is all with the aim of building a culture of peace in Scotland. So there are 12 of us peace builders, and we work as collaboratively together as we can, because we aim to model the type of work that we bring to the schools. So we have been working to help class groups build resilience and address conflict across Edinburgh since 2015. Just going to let the dog into the room, otherwise she's going to whine at the door. She is. And I have been involved in the project since the very start, where I included a lot of circus arts, juggling, for example, plate spinning, beanbag balancing, and rope skipping in the program. The program itself is an 8-week program with 40 minutes per week, and it's divided into 4 different sections. The sections are understanding me and others, managing my emotions, improving communication, and understanding my skills to manage conflict. So we've run the program in 21 schools and worked with 52 different class groups in Edinburgh, and we've recently branched out to include Glasgow schools and hopefully soon schools on the Isle of Arran. And we include artistic elements in all of our sessions. And some examples of these are drama and drama games, which I'm particularly keen on. We use a lot of theatre of the oppressed games from Augusto Boal. And these are a good way of kids having a chance to act out conflicts and try out different responses to them in a safe environment. We use a lot of storytelling as well, and singing. We incorporate singing in most of our sessions. And as you know, music is a great way of connecting. We also use puppetry, and puppetry is great for building resilience, because sometimes kids who find it difficult to talk to people can talk to puppets instead. And it's also a great way, especially for younger children, to act out different scenarios and try out different responses to conflict or to situations. We also use drawing and painting. So we do a section on anger, where we draw our anger as a creature, and we talk about why this creature visits us, what calms them down, what they do, what they look like, what they feel like, what they're really good at, what they're helpful with, and what they're really not helpful with, what they might mess up. So those are some examples of how we use the arts. Now, since March 2020, we've not been able to visit schools to run the peace building sessions in person. So we made some films with the help of a very successful recent crowdfunder. Now, these are 8 filmed sessions that come with the manual, and they're based on the entire Peace Builders Cooperative Games programme. And this is so that we can expand to many more schools across Scotland, and the sessions will also help support teachers and students returning to school after COVID. So they'll be distributed all across Scotland. So if you know anybody who would be interested in having these at their school or who might benefit from that, please do get in touch with Jane, whose email address I think is in the chat. And we've also had some interest from a school in Greece. So one of our facilitators, he's from Greece, and he's also a filmmaker. He was the one who filmed them. And one of his friends who's a teacher in Greece has got in touch to say that they'd like that. So there might be a Greek language version coming soon. So these films will provide a vital resource for schools in dealing with the impact lockdown had and continues to have, supporting socio-emotional learning and building resilience as we go into an uncertain future. I mentioned that the crowdfunder was successful. It was more than successful, so we raised some extra money, and the extra money will go towards our next program that we're almost finished developing. We're just finishing the pilot stage of that. It's called Collaborative Classrooms, and it trains teachers as well as students in peer mediation, non-violent communication, restorative practice for conflict resolution, and also in circle keeping. I mentioned that I do circus skills, and I'm really passionate about social circus. And you can find out more about that if you look up the American, what is it called? Well, I'll have to pop it in the chat. So I think circus is amazing, basically. And because there's a place for everyone in the circus, regardless of age, race, gender, nationality, ethnicity, or ability. And it builds self-esteem, solidarity, and trust. And so I'm currently updating the Peace Builders manual to include more circus skills. And the way I personally see the Peace Builders program making an impact is that it helps schools, and therefore young people, the young people involved, to feel more powerful and valued, to engage with conflict in a positive and healthy way, and therefore to feel empowered to speak up and speak out and act with courage when they see injustice in the world. And I think that the classroom is a microcosm. And so we are encouraging the teachers to work more collaboratively with their students. And by doing that, we're transforming the system of power over to power with. If anyone has any questions about, well, we're going to have a panel discussion. So if anyone has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Thanks very much.